Begin in the form of a clear, concise mental picture of the thing one seeks. When that picture grows, or has been forced to the proportions of an obsession, it is taken over by the subconscious mind through some hidden law of nature which the wisest of men do not understand. From that point on, one is drawn, attracted, or guided in the direction of the physical equivalent of the mental picture. I shall come back to this subject of the subconscious mind many times before we finish, as it is one of the vital factors in connection with all outstanding achievements.
There is an unexpressed possibility or an unperformed function. There's an unsatisfied desire. Desire is possibility seeking expression or function seeking performance. Wants are in the conscious mind, and you build a picture of what you want. As you turn the want over to the subconscious, as you turn that idea and let it slip into the treasury of the subconscious mind, that's when desire begins to form. Now, the more energy you give to that idea in the subconscious, the stronger the desire becomes. The desire is the effort of the unexpressed possibility within, seeking expression without in your results through your action. It's desire that fires you into action. Such emotional involvement with your want is the desire. What do you want? There is one quality which one must possess to win, and that is definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to possess it. It's been said that desire is the effort of an unexpressed possibility within, seeking expression without through our action. Let me repeat that. Desire is the effort of the unexpressed possibility within, seeking expression without through our action. Now the trick here, how do we get it within? Do you know, I have heard, and you've probably heard, many sales managers, vice presidents of sales, if we could only build desire. And they say it as if they can't. The truth is, they can. You will never desire something you don't want. You will not desire it. If you're going to build desire, and desire is really the yeast that raises the dough, make no mistake about that. It's what really fuels the engine. The desire has to be there, and it has to be strong, and you can build it, and then you can add power to it. But you have to understand how your mind functions. And if you don't understand how your mind functions, the understanding of desire is going to escape you. And that's what happens with most people. They never really focus. They never develop the desire because they make the wrong decisions. Now think, when you're going after something you want, the only prerequisite, we've already covered this in decision, is do I want it? If you want it, bang, like that, you're going to make a decision to get it. Now, at that point, it's something you want. Wants are just resident in our conscious mind. They're not in our subconscious. They're in our conscious mind. It's something we see on the screen of our mind. We build an image of it. We're told to build images. We're told to build a crystal clear image in our conscious mind of what it is we want. We've often been told to write it out. I've mentioned that to many people. Describe it in as much detail as you can and in the present tense. Present tense is vital. You see, if you study this long enough, you're going to realize that's all we've ever got. There isn't any past. There isn't any future. That's all an illusion. They're myths. Conscious mind, present tense. You've got to see what you want. Now, the trick is you've got to take the idea from your conscious mind of the want, and you've got to deposit it in the treasury of your subconscious mind. I did not originate that idea. William James did. I just love using it. He said, deposit it in the treasury of your subconscious mind, because that's where all the power lies. Well, how do we do this? Now, the more we understand how this mind functions, and it's vitally important that we do, the more we're going to understand desire. The better off we're going to be for not only building a desire, but adding power to it. And the only thing that can grow is the thing you give energy to. So we take the thing we want, and we polish it in as much detail as possible. Because we know when it goes over to the subconscious got no ability to change it. Whatever you plant, that's what you're going to get. So we build the picture of what we want. We crystallize the picture. We write it out. We rewrite it. And we make sure it's covered in every detail that we can possibly come up with. We do it in as few words as possible. It's not the words, it's the picture. See, every word is a symbol. Every symbol has a corresponding image. Well, when we put the right words together, we build the right image. So we build the image of what we want. I mentioned that I sat down and I took my pen and I said, I'm going to build a company that operates all over the world. Well, I had to see that happening. I had to build it. It was a fantasy, because that's where all goals start. Your want starts out as a fantasy, just sheer fantasy. Then you turn the fantasy into a theory. Now, that's a subject in itself that we will get into, but you start to build this picture. Then you mentally let yourself get emotionally involved in it. And that's where it starts. It starts by building what you want, and then you've got to let yourself get emotionally involved. So you mentally start living it. You literally become the part. And you've got to do that over and over and over and over again. Understand this. Your conscious mind can dream. It has fantasy factor in it. Build the picture of what you want. You can accept or reject all ideas that will not help you get it. Only accept the ideas that will help you get it. Keep building the picture clear. Rewrite it, redream it. Then get emotionally involved. And let yourself, let is the key word. You don't try, you let yourself get emotionally involved. Become aware of how you feel. Because as you let yourself get emotionally involved, you change the vibration you're in. Feeling is a word we invented to describe our conscious awareness of the vibration we're in. A person says, I don't feel very good. They're consciously aware they're in a bad vibration. They're emotionally involved with a bad idea. A person says, I feel like $1 million. They're consciously involved in a very positive idea. They're emotionally involved. Let yourself get emotionally involved with your goal. Dream it. Every time you eat, hook it into things you're doing. Every time you turn on the keys of the car. Okay? Every time you sit down at a table, let the idea of your mind flash on the screen of your mind of what you want. But feel it. Feel it. But understand desire is the idea that's properly planted in the subjective mind that's attempting to express itself through action. You see, it's the idea in there that causes the body to act. It not only causes the body to act, dictates the vibration the body's in, that dictates what you attract. Idea. Now listen carefully. Any idea that is held in the mind, that's emphasized, that's either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. Emotional involvement with your want is the desire. That's where it happens. Now, when the paradigm tries to reject it, you've got to override the paradigm. The paradigm's going to give you ideas in your conscious mind to knock the want out and tell you why you can't. Your paradigm's giving you what you've got, and that's what you don't want. Go after what you do want. Get emotionally involved. Emotional involvement with what you want is the desire. And it's the repetition of being emotionally involved with what you want that fixes a desire in your subjective mind. Then it's automatically working in your favor. But understand this, clearly understand this. The results you're getting are an expression of what you've desired in the past. Most people see desire as a positive concept. It can be both. What did Carnegie say? Any idea that's held in the mind, that's emphasized, that's either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. I build a picture of what I want. Doesn't matter how it's going to happen, it'll happen. Then I get emotionally involved, and I stay emotionally involved. It's the emotional involvement with the want that becomes the desire. Build the desire. Plant the idea in your subconscious mind. You're going to find the action, the attraction, it'll all happen because desire is the cause. It's the repetition of planting the idea in the subconscious mind that is the trick. It's the idea that's planted that is the desire.